Holy cow, the impossible has happened. We are going to be playing Oregon State in the BCS National Championship game this week, and I am very surprised by this. So we're going to go. First of all, amazing. This is our third season I control this team, and we're already in the BCS National Title game. We're going to look over here at ESPN at top 25 polls because I have not looked yet, and I'm very curious to see. I am extremely curious to see how the Texas Tech or Texas A&M, they lost in their last game. They lost to number 11 South Carolina, and so we jump up as one of the only two undefeated teams in the nation at 12-0, and Oregon State is at 13-0. And this is just an absolute just crazy turn of events because we won the Sun Belt Conference. Drake Mulligan won Coach of the Year for the NCAA for college football. And Oregon State and Georgia State are only 3-star teams. I mean, we're only 3 stars when it comes to prestige. We beat out teams like Ohio State with higher ratings, beat out the Horned Frogs from TCU. UCLA is at number 5 right now. Actually, this isn't even that's the coaches poll. Let's look at this. So Oregon State, Georgia State, TCU is actually ranked 3rd in the BCS standings. Ohio State slides up here, UCLA, and then Texas A&M, who was ranked 1st. And so we just got super lucky that they lost that game to South Carolina. So we are going to be playing the national championship game here right now for your viewing pleasure. So I want to look at a couple things here. Stats. Mark Myrick is 17th in passing. Tommy Washington, by far, is the rushing leader for this season, which is just incredible. Lopez is 24th in receiving. Dotson and Scott are at the top of the leaderboards for tackles. Strickland is leading the NCAA in sacks going into this final game of the season. And so he will end the season leading. And then interception leaders, Doty has 5, not quite as high up there. And then kicking, Griffin hasn't been asked to do a whole lot, and so he's pretty far down the list there at 99. So let's look at career stats here. So this, I mean, it's just wild to me that we're in the national championship. I was not expecting this. I was expecting us to be stuck at number 3. But again, number 1, number 1 falls. So Mark Myrick is going to be playing his final game as a Georgia State Panther. He's had a really long journey to this moment, starting as a sophomore and throwing an incredible number of interceptions his first and second season, which is just 64. Much fewer this year. A lot of passing touchdowns. I think he has at least 39-ish. 10,000 yards passing over his career. So just yards per game, 271, percentage 63. I'm going to be very interested to see if he ends up getting picked up in the ends up getting picked up in the draft. Hudson is not a senior. Okay, all right. I was just going to check that because I was just curious about that. So let's look at coaching here for a second. Championship contenders. Let's look down here. Georgia State is at a B. It's at a B. We're ranked 2nd right now, which is funny. Award winners. We're going to look here at award winners. All right, so Walter Camp. Strickland is at 8th in the Jersey, which I'm assuming is like a Defensive Player of the Year award. I'm just like blown away by the fact that Washington is on here, so he is here. I'm just like looking at these stats. So Washington was 11th for the Walker Award for best running back. Because like, how many yards did this guy had? He had 80 carries, 500 yards, 11 touchdowns, 20 receptions, 7 receptions, 24 yards, almost 2,000 yards rushing. I wonder if it's because he's not getting a lot of receptions. I wonder if because he's not... Because, like, nobody was even close. I just don't understand that. It's like, blows me away. I don't understand that. Alright, so I think it's time to get into this game here in a moment. Coach info, 30 and 8. Alright, we're going to back out of this. Okay, we're going to go play this game. I want to start this game. I'm so excited. Again, it's really cool that we're playing Oregon State. Being that I grew up watching mainly Pac-12 football. Pac-10 and Pac-12 football. So let's go. Let's get into this. Guess we're wearing our white uniforms. Okay. National championship. Holy cow. Man. I was not expecting this season. I mean, even going undefeated and beating Oregon earlier in the year, it's just kind of one of those things where you don't... Our schedule was like a C+ maybe, strength. So we were lucky. We had to have some help. Definitely had to have some people lose. Again, like, we were the last 2 teams standing that have not lost a game. All right. Top players. Let's look. So for them, it's their running back, their quarterback, and their one of their cornerbacks. For us, it is... What? That's weird. Okay, I don't know why Tyler Johnson's on there, because Mark Myrick should be on there. So again, just a huge game for Mark Myrick. We're going to be taking some screenshots here of Mark Myrick so we can post on the Instagram page. Offensive ranks, passing touchdowns. They've thrown a lot of passing touchdowns. Conference Supreme. National championship. National championship game. Okay, I need to like collect myself here. This has been a long road this season. These guys definitely deserve this. Number 2, Oregon State versus number 1, Georgia State. Number 2, Georgia State versus number 1, Oregon State in the BCS National Championship. Holy moly. And Mark Myrick and Coleman are our captains this game, as is appropriate. And we are going to receive McFadden gets this catch and right inside the end zone, and he actually is going to return this for a fairly good gain of 28 yards. All right, Mark Myrick is starting his last game of his career after an absolutely incredible run over the last couple seasons, watching this team go from being a basement dweller. He's, oh man, Tommy Washington is 1 yard away from rushing for 2,000 yards this season. And he is going to get over that easily. So he is at 2,006 yards for the season. Absolutely stunning. I don't know how he's going to top that. Mark Myrick is going to get to throw his first pass of the game, and it's going to be to Hudson. Hudson gets the catch for the first down over the middle. All right, so Mark Myrick in the shotgun. Audibles into a run up the middle, and Washington is once again going to get about 7 yards. A good start to the game for him. Oh, that was dangerous. Dangerous pass. He knows it too. He was like, I should have got that. All right, so we're faced with our first third down. And McFadden is going to be able to pick this up on the ground. We trust in our offensive line in the ground game. It's worked so well this season. And we're able to convert. I am very curious about the color of the end zone being red. That is quite new to me. Okay, Hudson is going to catch this on the left side for an 8-yard gain. You know, Mark Myrick is just, he's had such a, you know, his story is really the story of Georgia State, because, you know, he's had to grow into a field general and not just a scrambling quarterback, and you know, not just as like a guy that hikes the ball and takes off running. You know, he's had to throw, he's had to work on his arm, work on his accuracy, and really has gotten much better. All right, Myrick is going to do this, and then Hudson is wide open. Well, not wide open, but open. Hudson catches the first touchdown of the game, so we are on the board, and it's going to be 7-0 here in a moment for the BCS National Title game. All right. Griffin will kick this off, and this is going to be in the end zone, probably for a touchback, and we are going to get to see this Oregon State offense on the field that has just been absolutely dynamic this season. It like blows my mind that Oregon State got to the #1 spot. I mean, they're a decently rated team. They have decent offensive and defensive ratings, particularly they're higher than ours for sure. Oh man, they both went up for that. Doty just wasn't quite able to reach. Yikes. So the very first play from scrimmage that we see is a deep pass completed for about 40 yards to Howard. Yikes. So they're a pro-style offense, and so they're going to use a lot of 2 and 3 tight end sets, and Strickland's able to pull down their running back for a loss of 1. So they are going to be faced with a 3rd down. All right, so they're going to come out with a 1-back set, no tight ends, and they're going to run the ball. That's curious. So they try to kind of spread us out, see if they can't run the ball up the middle, and they can't. So they're going to be forced into, well, they're just going to go for it. So on a 4th and 6, Oregon State is just going to go for this. Maybe they don't have the kicker for this. And they're not going to get it because Strickland almost takes down the quarterback before he's able to get rid of the ball. He's almost taken down, and he's not able to get the ball to the running back. And even if he had, Hooper was waiting right there for him. So an excellent start for both sides of the ball for us. And we're just going to, we're not going to try to break what's already working for us. We have 6,000 yards on offense this season. Excellent, absolutely excellent. We get a gain of 10 or 11 there on 1st down. And we're going to do a little bit of play action here. See what we can get going. And, oh no, gosh darn it. We didn't get rid of the ball quite soon enough. There wasn't a lot open downfield. Rough. That's going to be rough. That's not going to make this easy for us. And Lopez is going to be able to get some of that back, so it's going to be 3rd and at least a little bit more reasonable. All right, and we're just going to loft this, and that one is almost picked off. Yeah. All right, well, even if it had been picked off, it would have been more like a punt. So we're going to angle this off to the left and see if we can't. And he's gonna just So we almost had a chance there to get that ball back because they were muffing that. But it's all right. They're gonna start on their 26. So last drive, they went forward on 4th down. We were able to stop them. Strickland was able to put the pressure on. We'll see how they do this on this drive. They're a pro-style offense. They're not going to – they're going to have typically a lot of tight ends on the field normally. Or at least one tight end on the field most of the time. And that is not going to go anywhere. Try a backwards handoff there, and that was just absolutely snuffed out. So we're going to be on a 3rd and 7. And we're going to switch into a cover 3 because... And, oh, that was almost picked. All right, so our defense has been absolutely on point, at least these first couple drives. Now we just need to see if our offense can get a little bit and score again to get a little bit more separation. Last drive, the sack definitely set us behind the sticks, definitely caused that punt. But we're going to start with pretty good field position here. So it's going to be 1st down and 10. Empty backfield. And Robinson is going to be open, the tight end, over the middle for a catch. He's going to catch that for 11. All right, so you have one back in the backfield. We've got Mr. Washington. And he's going to be able to get forward for about 10. It's going to be 2nd and inches. He doesn't quite get to the sticks. But it's not even the end of the first quarter, and he already has 57 yards on the ground. And Hudson's going to get the catch for 2 yards to convert. Man, both of these teams, just the fact that these teams that historically have not been known for being, you know, top tier programs, especially Georgia State. What's going on here? Somebody get hurt? Oh, an Oregon State player gets hurt. Never like seeing that. Tommy Washington is just so hard to take down. And I can't, I mean, he's only a sophomore, too. Like, that's the thing that kills me about it is, like, you know, there's every chance that I could lose him. We could lose him to the NFL draft after next season. Because he's so dynamic. Oh, no. I totally missed the guy on the right. See, this is one of those things, you know, Myrick can't take sacks. Like, we can't take sacks like that. But there was an outlet guy who was open. And Hudson drops that. He was open. All right. And we are just going to run this up the middle, and he's not going to get very far. He's going to get maybe 3. We'll have a chance, I think, to kick a field goal here. 43-yard field goal. No wind. Should be doable, and it is. All right, so that was pretty easy for him, so he could probably go back farther than that. So we are up 10 in this BCS National Championship game. The issues we've been having mainly has just been taking sacks when we really need to get rid of the ball faster, but when there's not an obvious person to go to, although that last sack, there was an outlet guy who was open on the right, who I should have seen. I wasn't paying attention to. All right, this is definitely going to be a run, and, whoa. He, like, ran into the butt of his own guy. So 3 wide receivers on the right. Again, it's going to be another run, but we just sniff it out. Like, it's just, they're not, at the moment, again, the option stuff has been the difficult thing for us to deal with, because a lot of the teams in the Sun Belt Conference are, you know, they're option teams, and we've got a screenplay, and they're not going to get the first down. So we're going to get another 4th down, which I believe this is going to be a punt. And so we're going to get this ball right back after going up 10-0. So this Oregon State offense, which all year has been just prolific, is not moving the ball, like, at all. So they've really struggled to move the football. You know, this defense has not been stifling. Although that has not been stifling, but we do need to do some more quick passing. Like, it just needs to be. I just don't think we're going to be able to get the ball deep right now. And we need to catch the ball just like that. So, you know, when Hudson dropped that pass over the middle earlier, that's stuff that has to be caught. We have to convert. You know, the game is not going to be won based off of big explosive plays. It's going to be won off of converting. And that's been the case all season long. No viewers right now. Oh, man. I typically only have 0 or 1, so that's okay. Okay, so. Oh, Washington cuts back, and he's going to get another 10 yards. And he is feeling it right now. All right, we're just going to do more quick passing, and Hudson is over the middle, and this time he does catch it. He's going to get 15. So Hudson has 5 receptions at this point. Oh, and Robinson's just not quite able to hang on to that. All right, McFadden's going to get his first carry of the game, I believe, and it's going to be, he just gets absolutely leveled by the Oregon State linebacker. But we do get into a little bit easier of a situation here. And Robinson is able to pick up the first down and reach forward inside the 5-yard line. Whoa, and Washington's going to go untouched into the end zone for a touchdown. So we're going to be up 17-0 on the #1 Oregon State Beavers here in a moment. And this game has couldn't have started off really any better for the Georgia State Panthers. And honestly, it's a little bit of a nightmare right now for Oregon State because their offense hasn't gotten to do anything. We'll see if they can get something started here against us, but it has not happened, and we've been absolutely thrilled about that. Our defense has just been lights out, at least up to this point. Oh, what? Oh, they totally... That was so painful. The guy literally turned around when he thought he totally fell for the play fake. Yikes. Oh, man. We totally had him. Like, if we would have sacked him for a good 10 yards, or 6 to 10 yards back. Okay. Strickland. Oh, man, the power bull rush. He pushes his offensive lineman back into the running back, and they lose 5 yards. That just shows you just the power. And they're just going to run a sweep, and yikes, we are not ready for that at all. They pick up all of the yardage back. And he's not able to hang on. I think that's the tight end. Okay, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10. And we're going to go into a cover 2 here. So I don't like that. We're going to go to cover 3. And they have an offensive lineman in at tight end right now. Yikes. So just as I said, they hadn't got anything figured out yet. Offensively, they come out and they just march right down the field and into the end zone. So we're going to have about 1 minute and 40 seconds to respond. So they finally get on the board. liven up their fans a little bit. But I do have to say, you can't expect, you can't ever go into a national championship game expecting to never let the other team score. If that happens, you're extremely lucky. And he's gang tackled. McFadden's gang tackled, and we've got 1 minute and 37 seconds to get down the field if we want to try to score before halftime. So this is not a time to panic. We are up 17-7. We want to be smart. And oh my gosh, Myrick running towards the sideline sees Allen at the last second. And Allen catches that for a big gain. Myrick is just like almost out of bounds at that point. Excellent. So at the moment, we are absolutely dominating in the first down conversion category here. And Hudson is going to be open over the middle for a 19-yard gain, and we are going to rush up to the line here. They're playing soft coverage. We're going to do short passing, and Hudson's going to get 3 yards, but that's okay. That is acceptable. It's going to be 2nd and 7. I'm going to guess that they're expecting pass. But they're blitzing, so who knows. All right, we're going to call timeout. So the clock does not continue to go. And we're going to get the first down, so the clock will stop momentarily. Fake screen wheel. Let's see what happens. And that is not going to work at all. Had to get rid of the ball. Lost a yard. They picked up Hudson on the wheel route. And Lopez is able to get down the field on a bullet pass from Myrick. Big catch from him. Offensive line is holding up decently well at the moment. And Allen's going to get a couple of yards, but we're going to have to call our last timeout. And it's going to have to be a run, and Washington is going to waltz his way into the end zone for our team's 17th rushing touchdown of the season, and we're excited. So we answer back on the touchdown by Oregon State. Oregon State's going to be getting the ball back as well at the beginning of the next half, so that was a really important statement, I think, by our team. Tyler Johnson, next year's starter, most likely, is fired up as well on the sideline. It's gonna be bizarre having another starter because I've played 3 seasons with Mark Myrick, so that's gonna be weird. You develop kind of an attachment to these guys. It's kind of hard to do this. So, okay, so here's the deal. They've got 42 seconds to get down the field, and they have all 3 timeouts. They are not going to be able to stop the clock here. And are they even trying at this point? Are they just gonna go into halftime? They do get the ball back. But we are not playing the run. I don't care even if they are just going to run the ball here, and they are. So they're just playing to get to halftime right now, which I am totally fine with. They want to get into that locker room, rehash some things, try to make adjustments, and it is the end of the first half of this national championship, BCS national championship game. And number 2, Georgia State, is up 24-7, and you see Mark Myrick is absolutely fired up going into his last half of college football. So we're going to get ready to kick this ball back to Oregon State. And this is going to be kicked to the right. And I probably should have done that because it was a kick up the middle. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably wasn't the best idea. But they're going to have the ball at the 34. We're going to be starting the second half in Colorado State, Ohio. USC won their bowl game. And, oh, Doty almost had a pick on the first throw of the game. So the first throw of the second half, the first throw of the game was a throw like that was completed that Doty went up for and gave up. So at least he didn't give up the long throw that time. And this looks like it's going to be some sort of run. Oh, gosh. Ah, darn it. Almost had him behind the line. But we're still going to be in fairly good shape here, so it'll be interesting to see what they do, and they're going to convert. Doty gets a step behind. There's the Beaver. I'm trying to remember what his name is. It's like Benny the Beaver or something like that. I don't remember. All right, so we're going to go into a zone. I hate defending against this because they're just going to throw it away. Sometimes they'll go out routes on each end, and I like this play a lot on offense because if you're in man, it's incredibly difficult to defend against unless you have really good DBs. Because the reaction time isn't fast enough. And we're in a wildcat right now. And we are just totally faked out. I mean, just that guy is flying over the right side of the field. So we're lucky that wasn't a first down. We could do a wildcat. Maybe we'll pull out a wildcat in this game. Oh, darn. Oh my gosh, and he is just plowed over. I mean, they get the conversion. But what Meadows, the freshman safety, just rings him, and the ball comes out. Oh man, if only he hadn't been over by the sideline. Great tackle though. And that's not going to go very far. So at least we're making him work for it. All right, I think we just need to stay in zone at the moment. He gets knocked down after a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Oh, man, is there a... Okay. Quarterback spy. I do not trust. When we get down close to the end zone like this, I do not trust. Oh, dang it. Man. Almost get off the field there. All right. But they're going to review this. Okay. And he's out. Yeah, he's out. Totally. This should be 4th down. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So get it right. Man, that was just. They're gonna kick a field goal, and we're not gonna trust them. Not even a little bit. When have I ever blocked a field goal anyway with anybody on this team? So maybe at some point we all did. Not at this point. Okay, so back to receive is McFadden, and we are ready to rumble. And oh, McFadden hurdles a guy, and we get out to about the 45. She has a great return. And Washington, oh man, if he had cut back, he would have gotten more. But he gets 5 yards. California won their bowl game. Houston. Right. So. And we're going to get the first down here before Tommy Washington's brought down. He's 118 yards on the ground today and 2 touchdowns. And, oh, Jeremy Lopez gets his feet down, and he is psyched for that. That was a great catch by Jeremy Lopez, and great timing, and he gets both feet down. That's awesome. He gets both feet down. And Allen is the out route. He's the one that's open, and so he's going to get a 6-yard reception there. And he just barrel rolls over the defender there before he's taken down after a 12-yard gain. Yeah, McFadden and Tommy Washington this season have been absolutely incredible, and so I can't even imagine what they're going to be like next year. No, we didn't see the linebacker. No. Gosh darn it. That drive was going so well. Oh. All right, but this is a national championship game. We're going to have some adversity. I did not even see that guy. That guy just magically appeared out in front of me. Oh, Doty just totally missed. Doty totally missed the tackle. He went for it. Okay. He's just going to throw that away. Oh, Strickland is going to... Oh, he almost gets him. This isn't quite able to detach from the tackle. But it is going to be 4th down, so we're going to get the ball back. So that pick, we didn't really pay for that pick. And Holman is going to... I'm just going to have a fair catch this. I don't want to risk anything. He wasn't going to get anywhere anyways. Alright, they know what's coming, and they can't stop it. Tommy Washington gets another 15 yards on the ground. He's just like, oh my gosh, you can't stop me. Alright, we're going to try one of these fake wheel routes again and see what happens. They've only got one safety. So depending on what defense they're in... Oh, that was dangerous. Okay, 309 yards to 204. So our offense has definitely been more successful. And Washington is... he breaks one. He weaves through the defense, and he's going to score another touchdown. So he has a 47-yard touchdown run. He just bobs and weaves, and they're just not quick enough. Incredible. All right. So it is 31-10, and we are psyched because we're starting to see some separation, major separation here in this game. And Griffin just absolutely bombs this down the field. Oh, and Jones almost gets it. That back. Gosh darn it. All right, so it's going to be third down. Oh, not third down. It's third quarter. First down and 10. Reading the wrong number. Getting too hopeful. And, you know, I don't want to stay in zone all the time just because I become too predictable. But, again, our passing defense has been the biggest culprit this season. So we want to, I don't want to expose us too much by, staying in man. We're just not fast enough to cover these guys. Okay, so, man, I'm still remembering that hit Meadows laid on the receiver a couple drives ago. All right, they're going to lose by 5. Doing all right? Okay. We almost get sacked on that play. Not quite, but it forces the incompletion, and it's going to be 3rd and 15. We're just going to go into a cover 4 here, assuming that they will pass the ball. And oh my gosh. Okay, that kind of kills me. 4 and that happens. We let that happen. Okay. All right, so we're at the end of the third quarter, and Georgia State's up in the national championship game, 31-10. We've been dominating this game for the most part. Although Oregon State is threatening right now. But we sniff that out, and Dotson takes the quarterback down for a loss of 3, and he is not happy about that. They have like an offensive lineman as a tight end, I swear. All right, and we sniff that out as well. Swift the run out. Tyler Gary takes him down for a loss of 1. So again, we're going to be in a third and long. Cover 4 didn't work for us last time, so maybe we'll go here to a cover 3. And he is going to catch this, but it's still going to be 4th and 5. So they can still get a first down. They can still get a first down here, but they do. Jeez. I was going to say they'd have to get, there's only a couple yards there where they can get a first down. But they do. And they are going to get that touchdown. So they're going to score again. So it's going to be 31-16 now. Now we can't let up on the gas because there is a possibility for them to come in back in this game. And if they were to score another touchdown, they'd be within 1 score. So we have to be very careful here that we don't just hand the ball right back. We need to try to get rid of some of this clock. Okay, anything can happen in the national championship game, so we don't want to let anything. That is not a good start. And they are fired up. All right, Mark Myrick, you're gonna have to make something happen here. And Lopez catches it, and Mark Myrick does make something happen. And that's why you want a guy like him as your quarterback. Pressure situation. Momentum is, they got a little bit of momentum from that last touchdown. You really don't want to give up a 3 and out. You don't want to go 3 and out on a drive like this. We need to take time off the clock. Miami beat Texas A&M, so the team that was number 1 and hadn't lost a game all season has lost their last 2 games. So it looks like that loss kind of hurt their momentum, hurt their motivation maybe too. John McFadden has 27 yards and 4 rushes, so pretty good average there. We're going to try a screen to McFadden. And that is not going to work at all. Okay. All right. McFadden's in the backfield. We're going to do a little bit of play action to see what happens. And we're not going to, that's not going to work. Okay. But we do get 6 yards on the scramble. Didn't think that was going to work. There were only like 3 routes going. 3rd and 4. Tommy Washington, and yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, crowd, screaming about defense. And Tommy Washington almost has 200 yards in this game. I'm kind of eyeing that route over there. Yeah, nice. Not the most accurate throw. That was a difficult throw. Mark Myra gets there to Travis Jefferson. That's Travis's first catch of the game. And Allen, yeah, man, that was a tight window, but Allen's gonna be able to catch that. And we answer again. So our offense has been able to answer the last 2 times that Oregon State has scored a touchdown and threatened to get within 1 score or less. So this crowd is more and more out of it every time. All right, offense, total yards, we have way more first downs. We're winning the play margin, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. So it is silent in here at the moment. Not anymore. Hearing that crowd noise up here, because we can smell a victory, can't we? Oh gosh. So I think the issue is Oregon State fell behind early and they just haven't been able to catch up. And they don't get anything on that play. It's just going to be 2nd and 10. Noise doesn't do anything. Do not want to blitz right now. They are in passing mode. Oh, and it happens again. Gosh darn it. He's been so close a couple of times. He's gotten burned by the same receiver. That's hard. Okay. And they're not going to get anything on that play. So the clock is still going to roll down here. And they're still going to be in a pretty looks like they're going to pass. And, oh, yeah, they're not going to get that. Good defense. Got the ball down. And I should have stayed in the line side. I was trying to be cute. All right, so with that, we have 2 minutes left on the clock. 23-38. This is definitely going to be an onside kick here in a moment. We'll get our hands team out on the field. All right, desperation time for Oregon State. Whoa, that was like not legal. But we received. Can I decline that? Oh, it's our ball no matter what. Okay. We're not going to restrict that. All right, so we have 2 minutes left. We're just going to see if we can wind this clock down as low as humanly possible, and that's not the best start. Again, they're probably gonna keep calling timeouts. Oh, darn it. Giving up sacks. All right. You know, we're still up 2 touchdowns, but I'm still feeling a little bit of heat right now. Ah, yikes. Okay. 4th and 21. Well, that drive was from the access point. What access point? I shouldn't be connected to anything. All right, so coverage not great. Okay, that was all right actually. So defensively, we started this game out super strong. We haven't had any turnovers or sacks. We've gotten close a couple of times. So I don't think we have any sacks. Almost had one right there. But still, we are getting some pressure on him, so which is definitely helping for sure. And finally, Jamie Jones gets his first interception of the game. And our record holder for interceptions helps us seal this. And so unless we have just as bad of a 3 and out as we did last time, which it doesn't look like we are, because we just got hit at 8, and Oregon State just used their last time out. This might be it. This might be the end of the game. And, oh man. But the clock is going to keep running. So if we get a first down right here, this is going to basically be it. This game will basically be over if we can convert. If not, nope. And we have an incompletion. I almost want to just take the sack there. All right, so it's going to be time to punt. And we're going to punt this off here, and we're going to recover this. Holy cow. So that kind of line drive punt is going to, and we're going to just kneel this. And with that, we're going to be able to get the clock all the way down to 0 over the next couple of plays here, just by kneeling it down. And Mark Myrick starting, he started his career at Georgia State as the quarterback of a team that was ranked almost dead last. Well, was ranked dead last. They had a 60 overall. They were worse than all the FCS teams. And now they've come in and they've won a national title. And to me, that is just an absolutely incredible story. And he's been there the entire time. He's been the leader the entire time. And so, you have to hand it to him. It's just absolutely incredible what he's been able to do here. Great career. He'll always be remembered as that first quarterback that we had here. And just, it's weird because it's a game, but there's still some emotion behind that. Because this is the first time he's clapping. He knows he's going to win this game. He's going to go out a national champion. Cinderella story all the way. And Oregon State put up a great fight, but there we go. Georgia State University Panthers are the national champions. We have done it. We're not done by any sense of the word, and we're going to keep going with this dynasty. But, the expectation has been set, and they are national champions. Holy cow. They just can't even believe it. They're congratulating each other. Coach Mulligan is just, you know, he's had an absolutely incredible season as Coach of the Year. Tommy Washington is obviously the player of the game with 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards on the ground. Man, wow. Just an absolutely awesome game. Great way to end the season. Best way that you could end the season. Best way that you could end Mark Myrick's career at Georgia State. It will be incredible. It'll be very interesting to see what ends up happening for him at the next level if he gets drafted. I hope he does. You know, he may not get drafted super high, but I hope he does get drafted somewhere in there, because I think he deserves he deserves to keep playing. All right, absolutely awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and end the season out here pretty soon. We'll do the off season in another video, but again, just surprising all around that we were able to go from not being ranked to being ranked to being in the top 10 to being in the top 3 and then coming out on top in a national championship game. Absolutely incredible. All right, and that is going in the trophy case. Holy cow. Awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. We're gonna advance to next week just so we can get to the end of this season. I'm sure there'll be some record stuff to look at here. We've got a bunch of new recruits for next season. Again, I'm just a little bit surprised by all this, because I was not expecting us to go to the national championship game, because I wasn't expecting Texas A&M to lose in that last week, because if they had, there was no way we were going to overtake them. But we were one of the last two. We're the only undefeated team standing in all of college football, at least from the teams that were in the top 10 that I was seeing. And if we were able to get into the top 10 undefeated, then anybody, I don't think there's anybody else who's undefeated this year. Absolutely awesome. Holy cow, we just got another upgrade. So we have 2 upgrades for Drake Mulligan. All right, so we've got Tommy Washington rushing yards he broke his own record he had over 700 more yards this season. Tommy Washington, record for career, he just broke his own record from last season. Tommy Washington rushing touchdowns, broke his own record from last season with 18. He beat it by 1. Tommy Washington rushing career touchdowns, again, broke his own record. Mark Myrick, record stat, most passing yards in a school career, broke his own record, so he has 10,518 yards. Mark Myrick touchdown passes in a season with 41. Last season was 37. Mark Myrick, passing touchdowns in a career, broke his own record. Jeremy Lopez, in his first season with us, had the most receptions in a season. Hudson was the previous holder of that record. Ryan Hudson has a new record for receptions in a career, in a school career, with 124. Jeremy Lopez has the most passing yards in a school season with 1,124. Luke Allen has a touchdown receptions in a season. And Antoine Thomas held that in our first season here. And then Ryan Hudson has receiving touchdowns in a career. Strickland has the most sacks in a career. And he might be a senior. I don't know. I need to check that. Jamie Jones has 6 interceptions. He beat Michael Hooper's record of 4. Jamie Jones has the most in a career. And that's it. Tons of records set this season on both sides of the ball. So, holy cow. Wow. All right. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and follow on the Twitch page. Sorry. And yeah, so awesome ending. And I will see you guys for the start of the off season.